Hello and welcome back to January Simplified. Today is day 2 and we are doing books. If you haven't checked out the other ones so far, there is a playlist. I will link yesterday's one, which is sorting out the wardrobes, down below. Books for me are a hard one. Growing up, my favourite thing was books. Books and books. I done the first purge of my books last March. So now I've got less books, but I used to have hundreds and hundreds. When I was younger, I used to just sleep on books because they was always in my bed. I read them so much. Today, I don't really have much time to be reading, running around after 3 kids and looking after the house. But in my spare time, I do. I still love books. I'm actually going out on Saturday to have a look and get a new book. But first of all, I need to sort out the ones I need to purge. When I say books, I mean any type of books. Fiction, non-fiction, recipe books, manuals, reference books. This is a 2016 diary. There's some notes. In these books, I know there's stuff that I need to take down and jot and leave in one place. So what I would just do, if I'm not keeping a book, I'll rip the pages out and put them in one place so they're there for future reference, and then I'll write them down if need be. So step 1 is you're going to get all the books in the house, the catalogues also included. Anything you can sit down and look through, we're going to classify that as a book. So first of all, step 1 is to look round the whole of your home and get everything that is in book form and put it in a place where it doesn't belong. Like mine are on the table, you can place them on the floor, on your bed, just so you can visually see everything. In a minute, I'm going to pan you down so you can visually see what I am doing. But when you're doing the books, the questions to ask, let me use some books as an example. Okay, so questions you're going to ask yourself. I've got these 2 books here. I've got The Girl Who Played With Fire and I've got The Cuckoo's Calling. So these books, the questions I would ask myself about this book is, do I love it? Yes. Am I going to read it again? Yes. Like, if you love something, you keep it. But be logical. If you're not going to read it and it's just sitting there collecting dust, then get rid of it. Other questions, for example, are, was it an expensive book? Is that the only reason I'm keeping it? Just because you've got an expensive book doesn't mean you're going to look at it again. What are you going to do with it? What are you actually going to do with this book? Is it just going to stay there and you're never going to read it again? Why not donate it and give someone else that? Or if the money's that important to you, that's fine, sell it. This book is, have I read it? No, I read a little bit of it, but I saw the TV programme, which is so annoying because if I've seen the film or the TV programme, I won't watch it because I just feel that books to me are so personal. Like, I make up the own characters in my head. It's my storyline. And then I watch a TV programme, I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't look like that. That person doesn't look like that. So as soon as I've seen the film, before I've read it, it's ruined. So I would put this in the donation pile. Another good tip is when you are getting rid of certain things, like I have got one of my notebooks here and there's a little paragraph that Alfie wrote when he came back from his French trip, but that is not a good enough reason for me to keep that book. I will take that, take a picture, and then I will stick it in Google Documents, so it's always there for me to look back on. You're going to sort your books out. You're going to then have a pile of donations and a pile of keeping, being realistic about what you're going to keep. And then you're going to put it back. All your books and all of your items must have a place to go. One place where nothing else goes. I've got a bookshelf, but my books are not currently there. They're in the side in the kitchen under the window because that is an empty space, but they will be moved to my bookshelf. And then the other pile is a pile to donate. So you're going to put them in a bag and take them straight to the charity shop or your friends or somewhere where you can donate them to. Now I'm going to pan you down so you can physically see me sorting out my books. Okay, I've just taken you down so you can see this is the stuff that can be donated. So this was just a planner that I had, but like I had so many notebooks, I don't need that many. Meal plan notes, there's nothing in there, there's not actually any meal plan notes. Make it happen, a workbook at productivity, for getting stuff done, never actually used it. The mindfulness journal didn't really help me. This is where I ordered the Christmas food from. Don't need. Recycling. Basically everything that's in here is either too old or I can learn online myself. There's some books I'm going to get rid of, some that we never used. These is a pile that are going, so I need to go and bag these up. I'm just going to show you what I'm actually keeping. These are books that I've not read. Well, I'm keeping that because obviously it's a classic. I want to read that. I'll read that one again. Love, that's my favourite ever. Divergent. I have not read it or seen it yet, so I definitely want to read the whole collection of these. Started reading that, and normally if I started reading it and didn't finish it, I would get rid of it, but I really do want to read that. My favourite book series. Catherine Fox, my favourite author. I don't think I've read this one. Cookbook that I actually do use. Book that I really want to read. This is my planner for now. This is my video plan. This is my old video plan book that I'm using at the minute. Actually no, it's not. It's my old Simplifying book, which I'm using now. And this is my little photo book that I got the other day. I've only got one photo of it. Aww. So yeah, keeping all these. Brainstorming book that I need to start actually using properly, but I will. 642 Things to Write About You. I love this book. Not really wrote a lot in it, but I intend to. I was going to get rid of this. No, it's filthy. Delia's How to Cook, book 1. I've had this probably for about 8 years. Never used it, but I'm really going to start using it. That is a manual for my car. These here are old books and planners that are half writing, so I'm going to get rid of all these. Oh, wait a minute, that's wrong. So I'm going to get rid of all these, but first of all, I need to take what's important out of them and write them somewhere else. These are books, How to Be Happy, the mindfulness colouring book. So yeah, that is all my books. So next step is to physically bag up the books that you're donating, put them in the bag. I leave mine at the top of the stairs, so when I go out later, I'll go straight in the car. So I will put the books where I can physically trip over them. So I will take these to, all these are going to be going to a charity shop. So here's the books that are being donated. The books that I need to copy from and take photos, I will put on my desk in the way of everything else, so I actually get around to doing it. And then my cookery books go back in the kitchen, as do every other single one. But that is the books purge. Obviously, my purge wasn't that big because I've already done it, but I still got rid of a lot that I wanted to keep before. The children's books are somewhat different, and it will take me a while to get around to them. Ella is just like me, a complete bookworm. So throwing away a book like Ella is like asking a teenager to get off their phone or to have no phone. Alfie hasn't got many books, so his books I like to keep, so he's actually reading something. Zach's 4, so he has lots of different stories that get read to him at night time. He loves books, it'd be hard to get rid of his, but I will have a look through with them. I hope this video has been useful to you. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a bath and body product, which is always a fun one. Lots of cleaning up, lots of mess, but also lots of purging. Especially just after Christmas, you can afford to get rid of quite a bit of stuff. So I will catch you over here tomorrow at 4:30, and don't forget I've linked the other video down below. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye!